So we're going into 2016 right now, and there's a lot of things that One Piece has set up for us. I'm going to be talking about some of them expectations of what I want to see. To be honest, for starters, I don't think in 2016 we're going to make it out of Zou. I think 2016 is going to come and go, and we're still going to be in Zou. Because if you see the pattern as of right now, it feels as though with New World, almost every arc is similar to an arc that has happened in the prior time skip era. So this kind of is feeling more so along the lines of like Skypiea, in a sense that it was a really fucking long arc. And I mean, as long as we've been hyped up about Zou, I think it's been, what, 2-3 years since Zou has been mentioned, we're going to be here for a while. So again, I think by the end of 2016, we're going to still be on this fucking island. Let's talk about Weeble and his mama a little bit more. I'm curious to see how Oda's going to tie everything together with everything that's been set up thus far. Maybe the Weeble shit might be in a future arc, and it was just like, okay, we're setting that up now, and, you know, 3 or 4 years later, we'll see Weeble. Or it could be that he is introduced into the Zou stuff. But if he's looking for Marco, maybe he might come across Zou or something like that. Maybe he might shake shit up, or maybe they might fall right out of Zou into the following arc. But I'm feeling as though we might get a few more glimpses of Weeble, just because, for starters, a lot of people were hyped to see what the fuck's gonna happen. His strength is pretty impressive thus far, to be honest with you, especially him being one of the new Shichibukai. And it seems as though there's certain things, like the grand scheme of things that Oda usually does, and then like sets it up for, you know, way later on. But with the Weeble thing, it seems as though, like, while it's kind of major because he's claiming to be Whitebeard's son, although it seems like every indication is no, it's bullshit, and maybe he's being tricked by that old lady that's supposedly his mama. I think this is still small enough to the point where Oda won't cock tease us for like 100 billion years, and we'll eventually get Weeble during this arc. And I think maybe summertime Weeble might be introduced. I don't know why he would go to Zou unless we don't stay in Zou long enough, which I do think we're going to be on Zou for a very long time. Maybe his travels trying to look for Marco will lead him to Luffy, and then he'll get on Zou and fuck shit up. And just think, if they're on this moving mammoth and he uses his crazy ass powers, shit's gonna get intense. Right there, that could be the end of the Zou Island. I definitely want and really hope that in 2016, the Kinemon, Kanjiro, and Raizo shit gets somewhat resolved. I mean, Kinemon and Kanjiro, especially Kinemon, has been along for the ride for a long time. I think Momonosuke might play a little bit more of a significant role because of, you know, his dragon powers or whatever, his devil fruit stuff. So he might have a more significant role in all this, but I want the Kinemon and Kanjiro and Raizo shit to be solved. I mean, Raizo has a very important role because of everything that happened in the search of Captain Jack looking for him on Zou. So Raizo's going to be around, and I'm expecting to see Raizo probably within the next 10 to 15 chapters because they search for him and they torture people looking for him, and I'm almost certain that he's definitely on Zou. So in 2016, I expect to see Raizo and hopefully finally wrap up Kinemon and Kanjiro's journey, unless they're going to be around the Straw Hats for a really long time, which I don't really see that happening because Oda constantly takes them in and out of the story here and there. Like, they go off and do something and then we see them 20-30 chapters later, but I'm hoping for that to be over with. I'm definitely expecting for Captain Jack to be revealed to be alive and on the prowl yet again. Maybe he makes a return to Zou because he feels like he was an idiot, and since his crew got ran out of Zou, he's like, yo, you making my crew look like bitches? Oh, hell no. Captain Jack, he looks like he ain't the type to have that, so I definitely see him possibly returning to Zou and saying, yo, we're gonna find this motherfucker and I'm gonna get revenge for anything that happened to the people in my crew. And obviously it ain't his crew completely because, you know, Kaido's on top and shit like that, but you get what I mean. And without getting too much into this, because I already kind of talked a lot about this, but definitely it's been already revealed that we're gonna get a lot of Sanji this year. That might be the holdup as to why we're still gonna be on Zou and, you know, the end of 2016, because again, I'm guessing that's what's gonna happen, but we're gonna get the backstory in him. And to be honest with you, my curiosity is how Sanji is going to change as a character once we find out everything that's actually happened to him up until now regarding, you know, his capture or whatever's going on with him at the moment. I think I want to see him change a little bit more, maybe get a bit more stronger, something along the lines of that, but I definitely want to see a nice change and some growth in Sanji after all this. I mean, I don't expect him to be like fucking bitches left and right because, let's be honest, it's the ongoing joke about Sanji wanting bitches, but I definitely hope to see a bit more of a change in him, finding out his backstory, his crew finding out his backstory, and seeing where he's going and all this. Like, I don't expect Sanji to die, but I do want a little bit of a change in him. And then the most biggest thing for me anyway, the approaching war of the Blackbeard pirates versus Monkey D. Dragon and the Revolutionary Army. Now, it was already started up when Burgess was, you know, set up in their camp hiding and calling Blackbeard to come in and stuff like that. And there was already a time skip since then. So unless Oda did it off screen, which I highly doubt because we would have been, you know, notified through the newspapers and stuff like that in the One Piece world of the big war that happened, ultimately that war is about to go down. And I really, really hope Oda shows the full extent of it. I don't even care if we go a whole fucking half a year without seeing the Straw Hats, as long as we get to focus in on that. I just want to see everyone going in. Shilu, Blackbeard, all of the fucking Blackbeard pirates. I want to see them all. And to be honest with you, I definitely could see Monkey D. Dragon dying in this, because we're already far in One Piece. We're fucking like, what, 800 and some chapters, 811, 12 chapters in this bitch. Like, I definitely see it could happen that Monkey D. Dragon dies. It would kind of be a shame because I wanted to see at some given point him and Luffy have like some sort of interaction, and unless Luffy somehow gets involved in this, which I highly doubt, like unless Sabo gets fucked up and Luffy comes rushing to Sabo, stuff like that, I could definitely see Monkey D. Dragon dying and all this, because let's be real here, this is a gigantic crew versus a freaking army. Some big wigs are gonna die in this shit. I don't see Sabo dying, to be honest with you. I think Sabo is gonna be around a lot longer, unless Oda does some shit where it's like making Blackbeard look even more of a, I guess, haunting thing to Luffy, simply because it's like, okay, he was already partially responsible for the death of his brother Ace. Imagine he's partially responsible or entirely responsible for the death of Sabo. He goes and kills Sabo himself. Like, that would be insane, but like, I'm more so leaning towards, if anybody's gonna die, it'll either be Dragon or somebody smaller in the Revolutionary Army. I just don't see Sabo. Like, that's the only one that I think that for now he's kind of safe. And of course, I want to see what's going on with Aokiji. Is he going to be involved? Because if Aokiji is rolling with the Blackbeard pirates and he shows up to the war and fights on behalf of Blackbeard, Monkey D. Dragon and them are going to have some trouble, because that's a former admiral that was top fucking notch. So yeah, this war is looking like it's going to be insane, and I can't fucking wait to see the ins and outs. I personally think, again, if there's a big player that's going to die on Dragon's side, it might be Dragon himself. On Blackbeard's side, maybe Shilu, something small. Blackbeard definitely ain't going to die in this upcoming war between the two of them, but either way, that's like what I'm most anticipating right now in One Piece. But let me know what you guys think. By the end of 2016, do you see us still on Zou? How do you think the fight is going to go down between the army and the Blackbeard pirates? What's going to go down? Who's going to die? And what do you think is going to happen again with Sanji and, you know, the year of Sanji that we're about to have? And Weeble, do you think we're going to have Weeble this year? I'm really hoping we get some Weeble, because I'm interested to see, is he truly of any relation to Whitebeard, and how strong is he? Like, are we going to have a really awesome fight? And your overall expectations for One Piece in 2016. But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed anything about this video, make sure to drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.